Shalom. First of all, I give all word honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakatash. Double honor to these zealous and apostles of great millstone, likewise, brothers, but on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep and you, brothers and sisters of the again. Shalom. Today's lesson is titled Through the Fire. Now, we're going to go a little bit into this trend gang from Venezuela that supposedly is terrorizing the residents there in Aurora, Colorado, which we know through Esau's media, okay, he is going to amplify the situation more than it really is, because we understand that this man is trying to create a division amongst the tribe. Now, these so-called gangsters are doing, really wicked things out there, and around certain communities, which happens to be the so-called blacks and Latino communities. And Esau is just talking about it, trying to stir up, this hatred, this animosity amongst the tribes, and even the other tribes that are onlooking, they're thinking that maybe that this is going to come into their, suburbs, maybe create some type of havoc in their little cushy lives. But had this been in one of the suburbs, where Esau and those lives, these Edomite lives, this would be a whole different story. Let's start off with our first book here. This is the book of Lamentation 3, and Psalm verse 46, and it reads, "All our enemies have opened their mouth against us. Fear and a snare is come upon us, desolation and destruction." And this is what we're seeing right now is getting ready to take place. Now, this lesson is titled Through the Fire, which, I'm going to bring out the scriptures in Zechariah, which talks about the Lord bringing his 1/3 elect through the fire, okay, which is tribulation is not a, fire, that's burning people's bodies, but it's tribulation and trouble that is about to take place here in Great Babylon, America, because the way things is being set up right now, we can see that this is going to go really south real soon, okay? And this is very important. When you go to Isaiah 33:6, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of the times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is his treasure." Why is this going to be important for us to have wisdom and knowledge? And in particular, as it pertains to these scriptures, is keep in mind that we're in this flesh. Now, when you start to see Esau and retaliating against, Jacob, we started to see the Latinos starting to give you that nasty look, because they're thinking, blacks and Latinos are going at war against each other, which is what Esau's trying to do. You have them talking about the Hells Angels is going to be getting involved, which that, is a rumor in itself, okay? But now you're starting to see these tribes are starting to look at the Latino tribes, okay, the Northern Kingdom, as enemy of the state. Enemy of the United States right now. It's always been the so-called Negroes, but now, the new terror on the block, or the new man in society right now in the eyes of these people is the so-called Latinos. And we have to understand that this is the Lord that's bringing this, and this is nothing personal, okay? This is not Esau that is coming against us. This is the Lord that's bringing that judgment, okay, in which he's going to cut 2/3 of our people as a result of this. Let's go into the book of Matthew 7 and start at verse 13. It reads, "Enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." It's easy to grab a gun. It's easy to grab a gun, but you know what? Bring it. It's easy to go and get involved in all of this folly. We know the groups of carry, they walk around with straps, in their camp, okay? When you take a look at IUIC and Nation of Islam, they have a paramilitary type ideology. They all like to march. I don't know what it is up with these niggas, boy, but they like marching. They like that marching, saluting, that paramilitary type movement. Okay? They're all exceptionally wealthy organization, and they have allegiance with the so-called white man, even though they kind of speak against him. For example, IUIC will talk against a white man, but he praises his power, Jesus Christ. Nation of Islam will speak against the so-called white man, but how many media shots we seeing of their leader, okay, shaking hands with presidents and all these other people and so forth, and they calling on Allah, okay, not Yahweh Shem Shai. And it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be found that find it. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravishing wolves. And that's these guys, man. Okay? See, because they're not going to warn Jake that what's taking place is really the trick from the devil, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, with all of these false media report on Jake committing all of these heinous crimes. Which, how is it that the so-called white man is getting away with all of the things that he's committed against the tribe of Israel or against these other nations? I mean, look what they're doing over there in the Middle East right now. Okay, see, they're trying to create that distraction because they don't want you be aware of when they come down. You know, as many brothers brought it out, you know, what they're doing is they're trying to get us to eliminate each other. I use the word us because, you know, I'm part of the tribe of Israel. I don't get involved with it, neither you brothers and sisters. But the fact is that this man has his eyes on us. And the only protection that we really have is Yahweh Shem Shai. So I don't say them or they or you so-called blacks and Native Americans and Latinos if I'm not part of it. No, ain't nothing special about me other than the fact that I'm awake to this truth. I have a target on my back too. So do any of you. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. It says, and it shall come to pass, then all the land, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Jake's them have been part of this culture. You know the confusing part about this is, you're going to have the so-called white people are going to want to get with the so-called blacks who go against the Latinos. You're going to have Latinos getting with blacks who go against the Latinos. You're going to have Latinos getting with whites who go against the blacks and the Latinos. You're going to have Asians getting along with so-called blacks and Latinos who go against these, what they think is a threat. Everybody's going to be mixed in. So people who are enemy, okay, what's that saying? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So really there's no real trust factor really. There's just like, I just need you for this and that. And then we'll go back and last man standing is the one that's going to get, you know, the crumbs, you know. So this is why this place, you know, known as the land of confusion, this is confusion. You're going to see alliance that you would never ever see before because suddenly now the American way is a threat. You have these Edomites whispering in the so-called Negro ears, hey, they're threatening our lives. You get Negroes posting videos talking about the fact that, you know, they're suffering and can't make ends meet, but here are these Latinos coming over here, you know, getting free assistance, you know, they're getting money, getting paid, and then to top it off, they're boldly going and kicking doors down and all that stuff. And then they're showing these few video clips. Okay, why isn't there more video clips? Why don't they show what the hell the angels do? Okay, the terror that they bring on the Edomites or these businesses or how they jack people. You know, they're not doing that. They praise them and glorify them in their movies. But they would bring what is organized criminals, you know, amongst the tribe of Israel, okay, 2/3, and they call them thugs. They lower it, you know, make it like just nothing like cockroaches. But when Esau going to slaughter people, you know, it's organized crime. It's something great to be glorified in their movie, like The Godfather and all these other different things, man. Okay, so you can understand how this man actually works. And Jason, they love the sword. Jason can't wait for this to go down. You already seen them talking about it. Hey, when you come to Chicago, you better watch it because we got Switch. Okay, so right now in this cauldron, okay, which you know, cauldron is like a pot where you just throw everything in, and it's like a, you know, you cook like a stew, and a stew is just everything. Throw vegetables, meat, whatever the hell you want to throw inside of it. This cauldron right now is heating up, and that's what Great Babylon America is basically a cauldron. Let's go to the book of Psalms 91, starting verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh to thee. Hence the reason why you can see how I created this video. You know, the righteous is walking in the center of all of this. And what's the protection? Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, there's going to be a battle here. The thing is we are not to get involved in this, okay? Because those bullets are going to come to us. It says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Okay, so you're not gonna have your house sprayed up with bullets and you know, drive by come to your house. The next house might get it, but not yours. Okay? And that itself is going to be noticed by people. Like, how is it that nothing's happening to you, but everything is happening to them? They're getting a stray bullet. They're the ones getting their house invaded, but nothing is happening to you. Because the Lord is the Lord. This is the Lord's story. Keep in mind, this is nothing personal. This is the Lord executing his judgment on the tribe of Israel, which is the so-called Blacks, Native Americans, Latino, and also these other tribes that are here in Great Babylon, America, that think that some way, somehow, there's just going to be a turnaround with, Donald J. Trump coming in to make America great again. No, this place is about to go into a horror show, and we're seeing how they're starting it. They're using, the lowest of the lowest people currently in this society, which is Jakes. All right, let's close over the book of Ezekiel, because this is very important here. Okay, very, very important. This place is going to go down in violence. You got to understand that. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be stability of the times, because we have to understand that this is Yahweh Shai doing this, not Esau. But Jake's them don't know that, so they're going to pick up their sword and go out there and do it. However, with us, it doesn't mean that we're going to just stand by and let somebody slaughter our whole household or slaughter us or lay paws on us and not defend ourselves. We don't know if the Lord is going to give us the ability, the powers. Some of the brothers pointed out the fact that we are going to get our kicks on the side, however that's going to be. But this is important to keep here. It says, when I say, this is Ezekiel 33, 13, it says, when I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered, but for his iniquity that he had committed, he shall die for it. And the worst thing we can do is get involved with this. Take our guns, go there, start getting involved with this. Can you defend your household? Yes, absolutely. Will you defend your household? Absolutely. There ain't a brother in this ministry. I only can speak for myself, and I know a couple of brothers will come and say it. You're not going to stand and be punked by nobody, have an intention to hurt your family. It's just not going to happen. Okay? But we're not going to go there and be stupid like the rest of these people getting into the melee. What's going on in Aurora, Colorado? Those people are getting their judgment. Jake's them or this trend gang that's going around, that may clash with the biker gang known as the Hells Angel, or deal with law enforcement, or whatever the hell it is going to go. If there's a massive shootout here, that is the righteous judgment of the Lord Yahweh Shai, because as I brought out earlier, when you go into the book of Psalms, what I mentioned, 91, it says, Psalms 91 and 8, it says, only with thine eyes shall I behold and see the reward of the wicked. That's the reward of the wicked. They're the ones that's committing iniquity. They're the ones that's continue to stay in that pot. They're the ones that dealing with the Broadway. Our life is dedicated towards Yahweh Shai. We want to be on that straight and narrow, and be shielded from all of this. So the goal of every brother and sister in this is what? To be able to be part of the Hebrew Israelites that's gonna walk through the fire. Lord willing, the elect is edified at the close of I give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Bakakadash, Shalom.